I'm going to talk about Safe Space 2, the finale, written by Tiffany Patterson. This book, it doesn't have a lot of drama in it. It's just basically closure for Xavier and Chanel and finding out more about exactly what's going on. The book basically started out where it ended in book one when Xavier left Chanel and he didn't really give a good reason why he left her. He just walked out and that was it. So the book started out with Chanel and Gabby having lunch, and she's seeing Xavier, and like you could read the tension between them. That Gabby's picking it up, also saying that, oh yeah, so much for the relationship being over. You guys still have that tension, that chemistry, and it was really there. And to me, it was a bit confusing why he just left like that. I understand that she lied to him, but technically, that's not a good reason enough to leave. You know what I mean? Like, she lied for a good reason. It's not like she lied because, oh, it would have like hurt the relationship. No, she lied because she was embarrassed about being abused, and that's not something anybody really want anyone to know or to think they're weak. So I was wondering why he really left. So this finale book basically answered a lot of questions, and I love that about it. Okay, so as I said, we found out why that the chemistry is between them. He went to talk to his mother and told his mother exactly what happened with Chanel and why she hasn't seen her and so much going on. So his mother basically confronted him and said, you're taking out something that happened in the past, which is your situation, and took it out on Chanel, and you just left her like that. That was not fair. So his mother told him about himself. He didn't like that. Chanel basically was trying to get her life together, didn't want nothing to do with him. Every time Xavier tried to call her or come around her, she find ways to like avoid him. They met up at his brother's house, her brother's house, which is Jason, because Xavier and Jason are best friends. They met there, and she basically avoided him. She found every excuse to get away, and she did. And he was just like, okay, I'm not having it anymore. I gave you your space, and now let's get back to where we were. She wasn't really having that because she basically trusted him, and he took away his trust by just like ending the relationship like that. And I kind of agree with her because you would have to work for my trust again after you did all of that to me, because I was going through something. You should have been understanding enough and have some compassion or empathy for exactly what I was going through. But he didn't have that. He just saw her and basically took it to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So that what I agree with her in that situation. Then she made amends with her dad. I was so glad for that because first she accused her dad of doing for leaking the story, but it wasn't her dad. It was actually the attorney guy from book one. I don't remember if I spoke about him, but I think his name is Robert, something like that. It was him from book one. He was just evil because she won that court case and he didn't like that. So he did some research on her, got a PI on her, and leaked the story. So she accused her dad of that, and they apologized. And he was working to find ways to get her into the company. He asked Xavier to try to convince her to get into the company. A lot of stuff was going on in this book, but it wasn't drama. It was just like closure for everybody. And they had a dinner at his house with his new wife and his brother, her brother, and Chanel, and everybody came together and they like have a good meeting and they were just talking, like how a real family would communicate. And then he finally came out and asked her and said, Chanel, I would like you to come work for my company. I know that we had our differences in the past, but I'm trying to make amends. The way I treated your mother wasn't right. Like, he was just kept on going on and on. And she was like, okay, let me think about it. And she said, okay, but remember, I'm under mom's maiden name. I'm not under the Combs name. He said, that's all right. It is what it is. They already know that you're my daughter anyway. So she thought about it, and I was so glad that she finally decided to join the company. And I really love that about it because she really belonged together, and they really need to make amends because it was a lot of hurt, a lot of pain in everybody's relationship, and it just need to get solved. I was glad that Xavier finally admit why he treated her the way he did and how to work around it. I was so glad that Jason and her really come back together also. The situation, though, I hope there's going to be another book is about Gabby and Mercedes' brother. I can't remember his name. Jesus. Okay, I can't remember his name, but he's related to, he's a cousin for Chanel and Jason, and Mercedes is from Black Pearl, which is on another series that Tiffany did. So I want to know what is going on between those two. I forgot his name. I think is it Jeremy? Jamie? I think it's Jamie. I think it's Jamie and Gabby. Something happened then, and I want to know what it is. But guys, that's really the end of this review. I think you guys should check it out. As I said, it's not drama in this book. It's more of closure and relationship being built again, and just love and everything going on in this book. Check it out. It's Safe Space 2, written by Tiffany Patterson. Bye, guys.